Alright. Wait. Yeah, let's remind. Much better. Okay, we're in chapter 4.
So pretty.
Is this my character reading it, or?
Yeah, Nally, go for it.
Okay.
Come.
It was so cold. I whispered and sat up. I'd spent the whole night wrapped in just my small blanket. The room seemed reasonably well sealed. It hadn't been quite as cold as I feared. I'll have to take care of the power issues first. I had to talk to the woman from the real estate company about it. They were our employer, but they were also our landlord in a way. I decided against talking to him first. Staying in the building was our job. We couldn't just both leave at the same time. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Or is that... Are you
Wait.
still in the house? Or...
Oh, I think it's the guy. Maybe that was me. Zhao Sheng Hao? Perhaps it meant good morning. Not that we had any idea what the other was saying. But if the situation didn't allow for many interpretations, it was a lot easier to guess. The problem was exchanging complex information. Hey, you know we don't have power, right?
Weren't you cold last night?
We also don't have water. The gas is fine, though.
Can I go out to buy some things again?
Of course, we had no idea what no idea what was going on. He seemed to understand some very simple Japanese, but I didn't understand any Chinese at all. Anyway, we had to fix the power and the water first. Fine. I went to the timesheet and added dashes to my row. Hey, I told you we should mark each other. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what?
Sorry.
I know, it's fine, it's fine. Wait.
You turning the voices back on?
Only for my character. I'll just say, because it's Chinese, you speak in Chinese, Cantonese, so we justify for that reason. Wait, but he's not muted.
What does the backlog look like? I'm just curious.
Wait.
Does it give you the names?
No, it doesn't.
No, I think they,
God.
Oh wait, no, he has glasses. Maybe... I ignored what he was saying and simply left him behind. I didn't want to be babbling away unproductively. I had to talk to the woman from the real estate company now. Why is it always me? I grumbled as I left the plot. I wasn't earning money while I was outside. I'd also be walking around mostly without crutches for a pretty long time. I hid them near the platform, even though walking only short distances was already painful. I didn't want him to know I needed them, much less the woman from the real estate company, since I was afraid they would fire me.
Welcome. Did you sleep well?
Sorta.
Is he being weird to you?
No, that's not the problem.
His background seemed fine, and his visa is legit too.
The woman went on a tangent, and the chance to interrupt her was gone. She seemed like a really nice person, but she also did everything her own way. I suspected as much the day before already. Look, we don't have power or water at the old station.
Oh, really? Guess it hasn't been used in a while. Makes sense.
You don't seem to care very much.
Alright, I'll get some workers to come over as soon as possible.
That was good. Living there without power or water would have been impossible, in my opinion. So, when will we be able to get it?
One should be simple, but power will take a week or so.
A week?
At least he'll be able to take a bath soon.
I wasn't going to take a bath in the dark. And besides, I wasn't brave enough to take a bath while that guy was around. Perhaps I could put on another lock on the bathroom door. The idea didn't seem like it would be much help to me, though. As I pondered this, the woman said,
By the way, did you see the cat?
She was particularly concerned about that for some reason. She looked unusually serious as she spoke. No, I haven't seen any cats around.
I see.
What kind of cat is it? A stray?
Sort of. A black cat.
I remembered that she talked about it before. At the time, I didn't think the cat was somehow connected to my work. Do cats come here a lot?
Not what I meant. Just let me know if you see it.
Alright. I left and hurried back to the old station. The longer I spent outside, the less money I would have. A cat. Maybe it has some connection to the station somehow? I thought back on our conversation. Maybe stray cats frequently gathered there. Or perhaps it belonged to someone? Anyway, all I had to do was tell her if it showed up. She hadn't asked me for anything else yet.
うわ、見てあの子、ジャージよ。
Wow, look at her. A tracksuit.
やだ、嘘、何あれ。
Ah, the hell is that?
They were making fun of my clothes again. Their gazes seemed to sting. There was nothing I could say, so I hurried back to the old station. It did not take me long. Outside the fence, the crowds passed by. But inside, it was quiet and almost otherworldly. Outside, everyone made fun of my clothes. And personally, I preferred a quieter environment anyway. Damn, I forgot to go shopping. I'd forgotten to buy various important things. I needed blankets, lights, and most of all, food.
你回来了，挺快的。
Welcome back. That was fast.
Sorry, but I have to go out again.
我一直等着你回来呢。
I was waiting for you to get back.
He said, and marked himself with a dash on the timesheet.
说实话，工时表靠自觉自己填，这不太好吧？
I like us to mark each other, but
You mean you're going out now?
有事儿我马上回来。
I won't take long.
Hey, wait! I stopped him. If it took him a long time to get back, I wouldn't be able to head out again.
怎么了？
What's wrong?
Could you buy me something to eat?
其实是老板叫我过去一趟。
The boss called me over, you know?
He gave me a puzzled look. He hadn't understood me. I made some eating gestures and repeated my request. My right hand pretended to hold chopsticks. Food, bento, buy, yes?
行，明白了。
Oh, alright.
He said what sounded like Bing Pao again. Apparently, he had understood.
There in front of Harajuku station was perpetually crowded. A tree there had been beautifully decorated. You could hear the sound of jingle bells. Christmas was coming soon. Sometimes, a Christmas song I recognized from somewhere drifted by. I was fairly certain it was Yamashita Tatsuro, a Japanese singer.
迈克尔·杰克逊在日本都不流行吗？
I guess Michael Jackson isn't popular here in Japan. He's quite popular in China. Many young people liked him. Of course, older people didn't have a very high opinion of that. But American musicians coming to China have made all the front pages.
日本这物
Anyway,
价
cost of living in Japan is so high. I was standing in front of a hot bento store, pondering the prices. I hadn't eaten anything for a full day and I was starving. At last, the cheapest bento available, the seaweed bento, was 300 yen. The one with grilled meat was 800 yen. I would have thought it's possible a meal could cost so much. And this store had the cheapest meals in the entire neighborhood. Even though my daily salary came out to 4,800 yen, perhaps I just had to stomach the price, but the comparison with China just made me reluctant.
There you are. Oh, that did not match his voice at all. Sorry.
Greg.
You just never know sometimes. Okay.
A middle-aged man appeared, speaking Chinese. It was a first-time meeting. He was probably the boss.
您就是江老板吗？
You must be Jiang, my boss.
I don't like formality. Just call me Jiang.
好的。
Alright, Jiang. We've been talking on the phone a few days earlier. You got me the job. It was our custom that someone new in Japan was taught the ropes by those who had come before him.
找我有什么事吗？
So, what is it?
I heard you're doing the job with someone?
啊，是啊，碰到些事情。
Yeah, it's complicated.
You're too soft. You should just get rid of the girl.
怎么搞？
How?
Well, she's a girl, right?
Jiang grinned at me. It seemed like a bad joke to me, but he wasn't kidding.
Anyway, Japanese girls don't stick with boring jobs like that. Even if you don't make her leave, she's just gonna start whoring herself out eventually.
您这话说的，
Whoring?
Girls are like that. Maybe you're too stuffy to know about that, huh?
就算您说的没错，
Well, maybe. In fact, she wasn't going to school. All the girls I've seen so far seem very superficial. No traces of impulse control.
Well, not gonna lecture a kid like you.
是见不得光的工作。
Isn't that kind of work dangerous?
There's a wide variety of work. More danger, more money. Remember that.
Jiang began to walk away again, having decided that this was the punchline.
他是多想让我
He
干
really
见不
wants
得
me
光
to
的
do
工
something
作啊。
shady, huh? He didn't talk about what was a risk for me. I wasn't dumb enough to bite. If I left her alone, chances were she was going to leave. There weren't many places even in China didn't have power and water. I didn't think a Japanese person, a young girl at that, was going to accept it. I left Jiang to his own devices and went back to the old station. Leaving the station meant I earned less money. I wanted to head back as soon as possible. I quickly bought only the most necessary things, before remembering that she tried to tell me something.
他好像让我买什么东西。
What does she want me to buy, though? The gestures hadn't been very clear to me. Probably she'd been pretending to eat?
他是让我买筷子、勺子什么的吧？
I guess she wants chopsticks or a spoon? I considered the possibility that she wanted food, but decided against it. She had bought food the night before. 2 bentos, in fact. She also been outside earlier. She would have forgotten to buy food.
总之，买自己的饭就够了吧。
I'll just buy some food for myself. On the way, I also bought a spoon and chopsticks from a general store for her. I wasn't very efficient since I could cook myself if I had the ingredients and a pan. But for the time being, there was nothing I could do. I was back at the old station building before long. I went to her to give her the things I bought for her.
久等了，你要的东西我给你买回来了。
Here, I got these for you. Chopsticks. Wait. Oh, yeah, this is you.
Chopsticks and a spoon?
I showed her 2 sets of chopstick and a spoon. I bought 1 set for myself. The rest was her choice.
You want me to pick?
那个是100日元，这个150。
This was 100 yen. This was 150 yen.
So, what about the bento?
我无所谓啊，你挑你喜欢的就行。
Wherever you like, I'll take the other.
Look, what about the bento?
She gave me a puzzled look that confused me as well. Has she been hoping for a different spoon? It was hard to tell based on her gestures.
Fine, whatever.
She suddenly became angry, marking herself absent using dashes on the timesheet.
What the hell's wrong with you? I'll get it myself.
喂，你要去哪儿啊？
Hey, where are you going? Then she left. Her selfish attitude made me angry. Regardless of whether I made a mistake or she did. I didn't think I've done anything bad enough to be pushed away like that.
The sun began to set.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
No, go for it.
I can't tell. The sun
I can't tell
began to
either.
set on the building
I
for a
was gonna
second time.
say it might be late because she left, right? So you still at the building? Or
I don't know
is
if
it a
it's
different
like
building?
the building or if she stepped outside.
I had enough to eat this time. Hmm.
Okay, it's the guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't going to suffer like the day before. She's the problem
这
here.
都无所谓，他才是问题。
We were doing this job together, living in the same building, but she was extremely inconsiderate. Her privileged upbringing made her irritable. Once we had power, living in the building was going to be easy. It was she who could make it difficult. Perhaps Jiang was right. Maybe the job would prove too harsh for her.
反正你早辞晚辞都是辞，
She's gonna
那就
bail.
快点辞了呗。
hope she bails soon. Whispered, put out my passbook. There wasn't much in it. The money I'd struggled to save up working in China for a year had all but disappeared. The cost of the visa and moving to Japan had eaten up most of it. I had a little debt, come to think of it. Considering the cost of living, the little I had in my account was going to end up with my food for my first payday.
不过嘛，算上这工作的工资，那就很充裕了。
Pay would be good enough, though. I'll make it in time. In time for the university entrance exams. My plan is to work in Japan for a year, saving up all the while. And to then apply for a foreign university. I was aiming for 30,000 yuan. That was about 1.2 million yen. Such a large amount of money could be made in Japan. With that money, I hope to get into a foreign national university. If the girl quit her job, I was going to earn twice as much. Could quit after only half a year. With luck, make it in time for next year's entrance exams.
猫？
A cat. I could hear the cat meowing nearby.
那个房屋中介说过什么来着？
They told me about it. The real estate people had wanted me to tell them if I saw a cat. A black cat, no less. I went out into the cold. It must have come from here, though, I thought.
咪咪，咪咪。
Hey, kitty cat!
嗯，
There was naturally no response. I squinted at the world around me, but it was already quite dark.
不管了，不管了，大冷的天，赶紧回屋吧，还是？
Well, whatever. It's too cold for this. Next morning, the sky was heavy and white, as if ready to snow.
看这样子，说不定是个白色圣诞节了。
Maybe we have a white Christmas. It was December 24th, Christmas Eve. I've been told snow and Christmas is called a white Christmas. Christmas was not a big deal in China, but it seemed very popular in Japan. As to what Christmas meant to me personally, nothing much, really. My breath condensed in the cold morning air. I've woken up early and gone out to do some light exercises. Not everyone in China does Tai Chi. I knew some simple exercises I like to do.
昨天晚上，声音是从这边传来的吧？
I think I heard it over here. The meowing meant I hadn't seen a cat when I went outside. If the cat lived there, I was bound to see it again sooner or later. I saw the girl up on the platform. Apparently, she had also woken up early.
早上好，起得挺早啊。
Good morning. You up early? She ignored me and went over to the timesheet. She marked her row with dashes. Then she left almost immediately.
干嘛呀？
What the hell's wrong with you? She was free to leave, of course, but she could have said something. Why'd she just ignore me though I was right in front of her? Sometime later, she returned. I left as soon as she was back. Maybe she was about to quit? At least it was starting to seem like it. Maybe she wasn't going to quit immediately. It didn't seem far off.
趁现在多买点存着吧。
I should buy as much as possible now. I always had to stay behind. If I was alone in the building, I was essentially glued to the place. If I had the chance to go out now, the more I got done, the better. I stumbled along the area in front of the main station. carrying far too many groceries. We didn't have power, but as long as I had gas and water, I could make it work.
这地方什么时候都这么热闹啊？
There's so many people here. I see even more young people than usual. Perhaps the reason was Christmas Eve.
ねえねえ、今日のギグどうするの？
I get to be the jobbers now.
Yes.
I can do a girl voice if you want.
Hey, what do you think about the gig today?
久しぶりにオールナイトらしいからね。
Sounds like it'll be an all-nighter again.
嘘。
Damn,
それ
don't
捕ま
get
っちゃうよ。
Exotic girls passed me by. They all sound alike to me. The area was always fairly upbeat. One Christmas was practically belated. Jiang?
Hey, Jing Xiaoran. Looking gloomy as always?
Oh,
Cigarette?
你好。
Oh, it's you. It was Jiang, my boss, who I only met the day before. You're probably always in the vicinity.
Going out to buy stuff again?
是啊，您是在工作？
Yeah. You at work?
I'm always working.
He answered brightly, but I didn't trust him. His real estate business seemed more on the shady side.
Want to have a drink with me?
你不是在工作吗？
Aren't you at work?
It's part of the job. Come on, let's go.
我说你别拉我呀！
Hey, don't pull me. I wound up having to have a drink with him. I didn't handle alcohol well and wanted to refuse. I succumbed to the pressure.
这是个什么地方啊？
What the hell is this? The place we arrived at was not what I was expecting. It was quite dark inside, and women were wearing very short skirts. Their upper body clothing was essentially a bikini. This wasn't a nightclub. Based on what I've read about, it does seem mainly for dancing. This is a hostess. Oh,
This is a hostess club.
卡巴莱？
a what? I vaguely remember hearing about this kind of thing. I heard they exist in Europe and America and even try to get you to drink there. It was just more extreme than what I envisioned. This loss of morals was unthinkable in China.
Drink as much as you want. This is my club.
这意思是，你是这的老板？
You're the manager, you mean?
Yeah, let me treat you to a nice drink.
What was he planning? He wanted to drag me into something shady before. Was this another attempt? Or was he just lying, trying to hit me with a monstrous bill later?
Don't be so suspicious. I just don't like your attitude.
我的态度？
My attitude?
Dang. That's something against prostitutes, right?
也不是说瞧不起，
No, I just...
Yeah?
我不说过吗？我不喜欢这种地方。
Told you, I'll
也
never
不喜欢这地
enjoy
方
a
的人。
place like this. I didn't like the glamour of customs. More than that, whether I needed money or not, I didn't like these vulgar women. I've been told Japan was advanced, that it was rich. I kind of save up money. But I hadn't come to Japan entirely devoid of preconceptions. Tokyo was simply not what I've been expecting. People here didn't understand how blessed their lives were. That mobile phones, which 19 of the bosses of large companies in China had them in their 20s. High school students were poor brands, which only seen in movies.
You don't like what they do.
可以这么说吧。
No. They could just get themselves a normal job in such a rich country. It was their greed to led them to this disgusting place.
Talk to one of them. Hey, Minayo.
社長さん、ご指名ありがとう。
Hello there, boss.
The woman called Minayo came over. She was wearing heavy makeup and revealing clothes.
Talk to her about whatever you want, Xiaoran.
我又不会日语。
I don't really speak Japanese.
Just give it a shot.
He did as he wanted, even though I didn't see the point of it.
那个，你多大了？
How old are you?
哎，不会吧？
Wow.
你中国人？
You're Chinese?
啊？啊？说的中文？
Huh? You speak Chinese?
竟然有中国人来这种地方，
Not many Chinese
真少
people
见。
come here, you know.
Thanks, Minayo. You can go back.
这样就可以了吗？
That was
那我走
quick.
了。
See ya then.
Driven over to a different customer. We didn't speak Chinese again.
他是中国人。
Is she Chinese?
She came here from the Philippines. The girl next to her is from Thailand.
Come to think of it, didn't look Japanese at all. Her Japanese also sounded stiff. Haven't seen her from up close. Must have tell the gaudy clothes are in fact rather cheap.
I don't think you know the word Japayuki?
加帕有开？
Japa, you okay?
Like going to Japan? It's used for women like these who come here.
They explain a lot to me. How these women have family in their home countries, children too. They're sending the money at home. The Japanese I thought sounded stiff. I've taken them a lot of effort to learn.
Still feel like judging them?
I didn't respond. I wasn't sure what to say. Personally, I didn't intend to learn Japanese. In light of that, perhaps they were more desperate than I was.
你把我带到这儿，就为了教我这些？
You brought me here to teach me this?
No way. Don't I look like some kind of saint?
啊？
Huh?
You just annoy me.
因为我看不起陪酒的人。
Does it look down this sort of entertainment?
No, not because of that. Because you turned down a chance to make good money. You don't understand how the world works.
You got up and waved your seat in my face.
You're paying for this.
哎，喂，等等，你不是说你请的吗
What? I thought the drink was on you!
The drink is on me, but there's a table fee here.
The table fee was a whopping 3,000 yen. Just sitting down already incurred it.
I'll deduct it from your salary, I guess.
你这是欺诈呀！
You crooked little...
Education isn't free, now is it?
When I went outside, it was already evening. The sun was setting early in the winter. The streets were already colored orange by it.
这老瘪三。
Fuck that old ash. Education is free my ass. I wouldn't have my wages for the day had evaporated. I grumbled as I walked through Harajuku. Christmas neon lights and the roadside trees were full of bloom. Even more people in a crowded street. Young people filled the sidewalks. The sun's orange glow illuminated the high-rise construction site.
メリークリスマス
Merry Christmas.
やっと冬休みだね今日は
Finally,
遊
it's
ぶ
winter
ぞ
holidays. Let's have some fun today.
あなたいつ
You're
も遊んでる
always
じゃな
having
い
fun.
うるさいわねクリス
Shut
マ
up.
スは特
Christmas
別
is
なの
different.
Girls in school uniforms walked by on their way home. They were probably in high school. Like the holidays had just started today. Everyone seemed very happy about this, about Christmas Eve.
已经到这个点了吗？
It's so late already. I checked my wristwatch. For a check mark on the timesheet. Oh.
我回来了。
Hey. I ran into her. You know how, as we live in a fairly small building, it's unavoidable. We hadn't seen each other since morning. Kanna,
Alright, minimized. Sorry.
it's okay.
You were out for a long time today.
Just looking at the timesheet, I could imagine what she meant.
碰巧在元素碰到老板。
I ran to the boss in front of the station.
We have water now, you know?
他非让我喝酒，结果就弄到现在了。
He made me drink alcohol and wasted my time.
You should take a bath while there's still light, if you want.
I had no idea what she was talking about. She didn't understand me either. The discussion just petered out there. Well, oh,
Was that me? Well,
yes.
good night.
She returned to her room. I had absolutely no idea what she's been trying to tell me. I waited for her to disappear and then went to my own room. The sky turned to night. Snow began to fall in darkness. It was apparently 9 o'clock. It was going to be white Christmas.
听说东京不怎么下雪。
I don't think it usually snows in Tokyo. I heard the snow rarely stayed on the ground, even if it snowed. Perhaps that was why everyone was so excited. I sat in my dark room, illuminated by nothing except flickering candles. Through the small window, I watched the snow fall.
元素那边肯定很热闹。
There were so many people in front of the station. Harajuku was full of young people on Christmas Eve. I could only imagine the spectacle when the snow started falling. I thought back on the happy girls I'd seen in front of the station, then headed into the winter holidays. Probably they were having fun somewhere right now. Perhaps eating cake with friends or their boyfriend.
和他完全不一样。
But she's not there. I was talking about her. The girl doing this job with me, living in the same building. She wasn't going to school. There was no winter holiday for her. But I never seen her in her tracksuit. Why those girls were having fun. She was sitting alone in a dark room.
他说不定正冷得瑟瑟发抖，
She must be
哀天怨地。
lonely and shivering in the cold.
是猫？
A cat? I heard a cat meowing. Since I hadn't found her the last time, I stumbled outside in a rush.
奇怪，找不到啊。
Weird. I can't find a cat. I ran outside the moment I heard it meowing. But I hadn't found it. It couldn't have gone far. I looked around. Oh. She was there. She probably also gone outside to look for the cat. Something was obviously different, though.
这拐杖
Those crutches.
These.
原来你腿脚不好。
Are your legs injured? She didn't say anything. I was probably right. Even didn't speak the other's language. I could understand that much.
快，找地方坐下吧。
Do you want to sit down? I walked over to the bench by the platform. If something was wrong with her legs, it was probably better to sit. She sat down next to me, looking defensive. She didn't say anything either. The snow began to fall more densely.
Can you keep this a secret?
She pointed at the crutches. She looked unhappy and dejected, not the way she usually did. Perhaps she wanted me to keep the crutches a secret.
I know you don't understand me. I'm thinking about quitting this job. But there's nothing else I can do.
She continued, looking like she was about to cry. I still didn't understand what she was saying. I felt very sorry for her. Why was she hiding the crutches? I began to understand. She was probably afraid of being fired. If her bosses found out she had trouble walking, would probably have hidden them as well. The snow still fell around us. Slowly, the little crystal flowers floated down from pitch black sky. No doubt the area in front of the main station was crowded. Everyone there was having fun celebrating Christmas. She wasn't. She was shivering in the cold on an old train platform bench. Seeing her like that, I didn't know what to say. So,
明天就是圣诞节了，在日本是叫做 Christmas， 对吧？
we call tonight Jiang, Night of Peace. I think you call it Christmas Eve here in Japan.
Huh?
She understood that word. That kind of been my point, actually. I'll look at my wristwatch. It was 11:59:30 p.m. Another 30 seconds and it's the 25th.
其实呢，明天就是我的生日了。
You know, tomorrow's my birthday.
至今我也没跟别人说过，生日碰巧就是圣诞节。
I didn't tell anyone, but yeah, it's on Christmas.
Sorry, I don't understand.
这次就算破例吧。跟你说，
I want you to know, though. It was a one-sided conversation. Neither understood the other. We knew it. Why was I telling her this? Compassion, pity. Yeah, I just didn't know what else to say. I was telling her because I knew one of her secrets too. Yeah, I just want to open up something about something.
3、2、
3, 2,
1，
1.
到25号了。
And it's the 25th. Looked at my wristwatch and got up.
那么，晚安。 Merry Christmas.
Well, good night. And Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
We said. Both went to our rooms. The night sky was dark, and the stars were invisible. Merry Christmas. That was probably the only thing either of us had understood the whole time. Back in room, I reflected on what had just happened.
他还真可能辞职。
The way she looked. Maybe she will actually quit. I whispered and looked at my passbook. The balance had not improved. There's still a ways to go. If I told the bosses that she couldn't walk, even Sakura might fire her for it.
那我的工资就能翻倍了。
And I'll get double. Of course, even 200 yen was a great wage by Chinese standards. With my current wage, I'll be able to save up the money I need in a year. If I got double, I could get that money in half a year. Besides, the job was only supposed to last for a year anyway. It was going to be tight. There's a real risk it would end early. The risk would be much lower if I told Sakura the girl couldn't walk well.
唉，该怎么办呢？
I'm not sure. I whispered, but actually my decision was clear. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone about her. I told her what my birthday was. I hadn't told anyone else that. I didn't know why I was doing that either.
1987年，在东京度过的
It's
第3个夜
1987.
晚，
I'm in Tokyo for 3 days.
这一夜，罕见的降雪装点了圣诞。
Surprisingly, it's even snowing on Christmas.
也装点了我19岁的生日。
It's my 19th birthday. Three days later, Christmas over, and the year is drawing to a close. The city was also crowded early in the morning. People hurried to and fro before New Year's. Our lives were still just as awkward.
Oh. I met him on my way to wash my face in the morning. With both of us living together in quite a small building, it was unavoidable to me, however awkward.
早啊。
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. We only ever said good morning, really. There was nothing to say to someone who doesn't understand you. Maybe they were going to fire me. I hadn't heard anything from the woman at the company so far, but it still seemed possible. Did you?
怎么了？
Yeah?
Did you actually keep the crutches a secret?
不好意思啊，我听不懂你在说什么。
Sorry, I don't understand you.
He said something to me, but I couldn't understand him. The feeling was mutual. I'm going out for a bit. I put a dash on the timesheet and left the old station building. My legs still hurt and I had to drag them a little. The crutches were hidden close to the entrance. I didn't really have anything to do in particular. I'd already bought all my groceries the day before. Maybe I should talk to the woman. I meant the one working at the real estate company, of course. She was sort of our direct superior. I wanted to have a second opinion on whether I should quit. I wasn't sure I could keep going. I also had to tell them about my legs at some point, I figured. That could get me fired, though. Maybe they would have accepted it if I told them immediately, but since I had it, they might hold it against me. It was hard on me mentally to keep it a secret, though. And on top of all that, I was thinking about quitting anyway. If they fired me because of my injury, so be it. I whispered and went to the real estate company. I had to find out whether he had told them one way or another. Perfect. Oh,
You're Sakurai. Perfect.
I thought it was
You're the
Kanna.
one I need, Sakurai.
yes?
I need to talk to you.
I can only imagine a single reason. The crutches. I would have liked to tell them myself, but apparently he had already done so.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's you.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
Tell us what?
He didn't tell you?
He? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, it's about your sister.
My sister? I was stunned.
Emmy, right? She's pretty independent for someone so young.
What about my sister?
Your parents called. Your sister is headed here.
What?
I don't know the details. Apparently she's coming alone.
Why was Emmy coming here? Emmy was so young. I was surprised she could even make it to Tokyo in the first place. I'd only called my parents 3 days before. And while they told me she'd come at some point, this was very sudden.
Anyway, she should be there soon.
Okay, I'll head back right away. I rushed out of the company offices. I told my parents I had a sort of live-in job, but I hadn't told them a man was living there. They'll just be worried if they find out. But Emmy would tell them, no doubt. Ignoring the pain of walking without crutches, I made my way back. Any thought of quitting my job was forgotten for the time being.
他还不回来啊？
She's taken a long time. Noon was approaching. She left at dawn. If she'd gone out for groceries, she would have already returned. Maybe she was quitting. It seemed like she was about to for a few days now.
说起来，之前姓江的提到过，
What did Jiang say again? He said girls don't do well in such dull jobs. Especially jobs such as living in a rundown station building without power. Even Japanese desperate to come to Japan would dislike it. But the Japanese person would definitely want something more profitable. That said, I couldn't see her working in the sex industry. Based on her forlorn appearance sitting on that bench a few days ago, she wouldn't be able to act the part. I was ruminating this as I stepped down from the platform. I looked around, wondering if I would see her there.
Oh, hello.
There was a smart girl there. Naturally, I did not know her. Who was she? How had she come in?
Hey, where's my sister?
She was saying something and scanning the area. I had no idea what she was saying, of course. All I knew was the outfit she was wearing was called a kimono. She looked to be younger than 10. lost?
I heard my sister lives here. My name is Emmy.
I wasn't sure what to do. I could probably shoo her away quite easily, but I did learn a few things since coming to Japan. Other people would normally guide the lost children through a police vault. Books are read. Instead, they even did it for lost belongings. It was apparently a sort of rule they had in the society.
What's wrong?
你难不成迷路了吗？
Are you lost?
Miru?
果然听不懂。
Of course you don't understand. Even if she was lost, what was I supposed to do? Did I still have to guide her to a police box? I couldn't leave the property alone anyway.
Oh, I get it. You're a foreigner.
I knew the word foreigner in Japanese. It was used as a general word for all kinds of people foreign to the country.
对，赶紧。小朋友，
Yes,
迷路了是不是啊？
foreigner. Are you lost? I didn't know whether she understood, but she seemed to be thinking.
Hello?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, he understands me.
She bobbed around excitedly for some reason.
Hello?
Hello 的意思我已经懂了。
Yeah, I know. Hello. I didn't know what to do. At least she was in a good mood. But what was she supposed to happen now? I just chased her out without helping her. Would I be guilty of some kind of crime if she really was lost? Books I read hadn't gone that much into detail. Besides, getting angry at children was a pretty sad thing to do.
总而言之，还是等他回来吧。
I'll just wait for her to come back. When she came back, I could take the girl to a police box. That way, one of us would always be on the property. Before I knew it,
I'm so tired.
he was finally back. Apparently, she had rushed back, just out of breath.
Hey, sis. Emmy, how did you get here? Mom told me where to go. It was easy. It's still dangerous, alright?
The two started talking as soon as they saw each other. I realized they knew each other, though not how. Anyway, the girl was apparently not lost. They'll probably come and see the girl I was working with, actually.
Oh, you know, there's a foreigner here. Uh-huh. Hello?
She greeted me again. I waved a hand back.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm able to talk to a foreigner. Amazing. Yeah, right. So, who is he? What's wrong, sis? Let's head out, Emmy.
She went to the time she needed Marcus up absent again. Then she took the girl and they left the area together.
我也想出去买东西。
I wanted to buy some groceries, you know? I was about to run out of food. If she took too long, the stores were going to close. Even a simple bento would have been fine.
This place is amazing. We were walking through the crowded streets. Emmy, wearing her best clothes, was excited. I had a lot I wanted to ask her, but I also had a lot I needed to explain. Emmy, please don't come here alone. I'm sorry. She was only 7, but she could be oddly proactive sometimes. I had to keep an eye on her. She'd grown up sheltered. Does Mom know where you are?
I'm supposed to call when I get to you.
Okay. I went to a telephone box and made her wait outside. Very little money was left on my telephone card, and I had to use a 100 yen coin. Even if Mom knew where she was headed, she was probably worried and waiting for the call.
Hi, Sakurai です。
Ellie?
Alright. Hello, this is Sakurai speaking.
Mom, it's Kanna. Emmy's here now.
よかった。無事に着い
It's
たみたい
good.
ね。
She made it to you.
Why did you send her here?
だって、どうしてもお姉ちゃんのところに行くって聞かなかったのよ。
I couldn't convince her to stay.
Most times, Emmy was alone at home. That was true. Both our parents had jobs, and I was in Tokyo. She'd probably been feeling lonely at home, but
まあ、当分は一緒に住んであげ
I'd
て。
live with you for a while.
what? I was almost sure I misheard her. She's not here for a day or two?
だってあなた、住むだけの仕
Job
事
is
で
just
退屈
looking
だって
after
言っ
some
てたから。
property, right? You said yourself that you're bored.
Right, but
それに、カンナ
Also,
のバイト
I
先の
spoke
方、
to a woman called
さくらさんで
Sakura.
したっけ？
You're working for a company, right?
yeah.
実は少
Well,
しだけ事
she
情を
said
話
it
したら、
wouldn't be a problem
一緒に
if
住むのも
Emmy
別
lives
に
with you.
構わない？
Really? That surprised me. I still had one problem with it. I was worried about Emmy. She had a heart condition. Usually it wasn't a problem, yet... But she couldn't live a life like other children her age. What did the doctors say?
賛成してくれたわ。
They said it's
誰もいない家で留守番するよりは、あなたと一緒に住む方がいいって。
it's better that she has people around her rather than living in an empty house.
Okay. My parents, the doctors, and even my superiors were all in agreement. If none of them had a problem with it, then I had no right to argue. I hung up inside. This was an unusual turn of events, and I had to process it.
Thanks for having me, sis.
Yeah. Emmy was visibly excited about living with me again. My answer was comparatively weak. I mean, if Sakura did not have a problem with her living with me, then what was the issue? Sakura had probably elected not to tell my parents about him either. Emmy wasn't going to school, so I'd been the one teaching her at home. Perhaps it was a good idea to have her move here. But I've been thinking about quitting this job just a few hours earlier. I decided to drop that idea for now.
Look, sis, they're selling ice cream even in the winter.
Yeah, there are lots of stores like that here.
Wow, the people here are wearing strange clothes.
Don't stare.
Harajuku is so interesting.
While I was feeling gloomy, she was upbeat. Any 7-year-old in her situation probably would have been. Well, what's done is done. I decided to just accept it. Emmy, we have to buy some stuff before we go back.
Okay.
We walked through Harajuku together. New Year's was approaching and the streets were full. I bought a thick blanket since my room didn't have a futon. Thinking about it, the nights had really been too cold for comfort. And a hot bento, like always.
Right, sis.
Yeah? Do you want fried chicken?
No, I mean, what about the foreigner? Who is he? Should we buy something for him?
I'd totally forgotten about that, but yes. I couldn't hide his existence from her. At least Sakura had not told my parents. Or so I suspected.
Oh, I know. Is he your boyfriend, sis?
No, what are you talking about?
Boring.
There's a serious danger that Emmy was going to present him as my boyfriend to my parents. Look, Emmy, he's a friend. We're doing that job together, that's all.
Oh, I see. What's his name?
Well... Actually, I didn't know. We couldn't communicate and we weren't close. I was sure he was Chinese. But the only Chinese person I knew was Jackie Chan. He's a foreigner, so maybe John or Michael? Oh. I did that wrong, I'm sorry. What's wrong?
Yes, you're right, Michael. Michael Jackson.
That sounds like a name a foreigner would have. Of course, that was nonsense. I was just making it up. At least Emmy didn't catch on that I got the name from a famous singer. Anyway, don't tell Mom and Dad about Michael.
Why?
Mom would be worried if she knew I was living with a man.
Really? Why?
That was a hard thing to explain to a child. Especially to a child only 7 years old. Anyway, just don't tell them, alright? Shh.
Okay, no telling. Shh.
I held a finger in front of my mouth. And Emmy answered by mimicking a ziplock along her lips. At least that seemed to be clear. Emmy was probably going to keep it a secret, I thought. We bought some more things before returning to the old station building. We ended up buying 3 bentos. I hadn't wanted to buy one for him, but he had kept my crutches a secret at least. I wanted to limit contact with him as much as possible. As long as nothing disturbed the status quo, we're probably going to be fine. We're back!
We're back!
When we returned to the old station, the sun was beginning to set. We sat down at the platform and began to shift through the things we'd bought.
Living here sounds fun.
It's really not.
I don't know. Stations are fun.
Emmy didn't understand. It seemed fun for me too at first. Living in the waiting room, seeing the platform and the rails. I wasn't particularly into trains, but the atmosphere was nice. Perhaps the lack of electricity was the biggest reason I didn't like it.
哎呀，你们可算回来了。
Oh, welcome back. It took a long time.
It's Michael! Hi!
And began to call him Michael almost immediately. It was fine. They couldn't understand each other anyway. I don't think you'll understand, but I can try to introduce you. This is my sister, Emmy. She's going to be living here now.
I'm Emmy. Nice to meet you.
虽然听不懂，但看样子这是你妹妹。
Okay, is she your sister or something?
I'm bad at math, but I like Japanese.
要不要蜡烛？这里还没通电。
Do you need a candle? We don't have electricity.
Obviously, there was still no conversation. But he probably realized we were related. Okay, Emmy, let's go to my room.
We have to give Michael his bento!
Oh yeah, that's right. We bought one for him after all. If I was going to keep doing this, we had to be on good terms. We bought this for you, so... I was a little nervous after everything that happened. And timidly reached for his bento.
哦，对了，
Oh, I remember something.
What?
刚才你出去的急给忘了吧？
I gotta talk to you about this because you rushed out earlier.
Right.
哎呀，马上就要到5分了，5、4、3。
Look, it's gonna be another 5 minutes soon. 5, 4, 3.
He showed me his wristwatch. It was 5:24:55 p.m. He was counting down to something. Was he really trying to put this onto the sheets?
0，好，那就从这里开始算了啊。
Okay, I'll mark it here.
He added dashes to my row. Apparently he was rounding up too. The dashes went until 5:30. What? Since when do we have a rule like that?
这事儿我之前说了，今后别再忘了。
I told you to remember adding these.
It's 25 after right now, and I came back a while back.
唉，这个点怕是买不到盒饭了。
Bento shop might be sold out by now.
My protestations were met with a self-pitying expression. Ridiculous, I was the one being mistreated. I was trying to get along with him, and what was he doing? Emmy, we're going to my room.
What about Michael's bento?
Forget about it. The sun went down and it soon became dark inside the waiting room.
Well, so this is your room.
Go on and eat your seaweed bento.
I am eating.
We have to be quick before it gets dark.
Yes, it's getting real dark out.
I bought a flashlight, but I wanted to save it for important times. I didn't want to waste the battery by leaving it on. Let's eat. I'm fried. Don't talk and eat at the same time. That's bad manners.
Okay.
Together we ate our seaweed bentos in a dusky room. Soon the sun would disappear entirely and it would end up being pitch black. We had a third bento as well. The last time this had happened, I ate too. This time I didn't. I had ended up with a burning ache in my chest the next day after all. That was the only reason. I looked at the clock. It was still barely 8. The moon was shining in through the window. We lay down side by side inside the austere waiting room. There was no power. Once the sun went down, it was best just to sleep. Are you cold, Emmy?
No, this blanket is really warm.
That's good. It had been really expensive to buy such a warm blanket. Children have to be careful not to catch a cold, whether they had a heart condition or not, I thought to myself. Are you cold, sis? Don't worry about me. You have to sleep.
Okay, good night.
I was beginning to reach a breaking point, though. I only had my lap blanket to sleep, and I was going to catch a cold eventually. I would just have to tolerate it until we had power. It was still only December. Winter was only getting started. Maybe this is a guy scene if he's outside?
Let's take a chance. It was night outside. A large moon was visible in an unusually cloudless sky.
饿了。
I'm so hungry. I whispered and sat up. I looked at the watch. It was just past 10.
到头来还是没吃上晚饭。
And then we got to eat dinner. The girl had come back in the evening and had left immediately. But the bento store had already been closed. Well, not closed, just completely sold out. Perhaps the store is popular. It often closed early when it was sold out. There are a lot of restaurants, of course, but they're all quite expensive.
在这边开个饭店，说不定能赚不少钱。
Maybe opening a restaurant would actually be pretty profitable. It was honestly an idea influenced by my own hunger at the time. Was it here again? Alright, I decided. This time, I was gonna find the cat. I heard it meowing most days, but I never saw it. I hurried to get dressed and went outside.
真冷。
So cold. My breath froze the moment I went into the cold air. January was going to be even colder. You know, it's already bitterly cold. At least there was no wind. Tokyo was a lot colder than the books that made a sound. I heard the cat meowing again. It was coming from the tracks, just as I had the days before.
听声音就在这附近吧。
I think it came from over here. I stepped down to the tracks. I looked around. I was suddenly hoping we'd at least be able to see the cat by now.
Hey, where are you going?
你是
Oh, it's you. It was the younger of the two girls. She started living there the same day.
Oh, Michael, hello.
hello.
Hello. Of course I greeted back. Maybe she called me Michael. I wasn't sure. She probably hadn't.
你也来找猫啊？
Are you looking for the cat too?
I was with the cat just now. But it ran off.
I couldn't understand her, but she was looking at the grass at her feet. If she came out looking for the cat, he had been right here. What is his name?
wonder-
Is?
I wonder what its name is. Oh, I still have to introduce myself.
She positioned herself in front of me.
I'm Sakurai Emmy. I'm Kanna's little sister.
She pointed at herself. I had no idea what she was saying. Maybe she was introducing herself, I thought. Next, she pointed at me.
You're Michael, right?
Did she think I was called Michael?
我叫景萧然，
I'm Jiang Xiaoran.
Jing?
叫我景哥哥就行了。我姓景。
Jing is fine.
Jing. Okay, not Michael. Jing. Jing.
姓景。那你叫什么呀？
Yep, Jing. So, what's your name?
Okay, Jing, we're friends now. Friends.
友達，这是你的名字？
Friends? Is that your name?
Yes, yes, friends. Friends.
She smiled and pointed at us in turn. Apparently her name was Friends, after the TV show. An odd name for a Japanese person, I thought, but I heard there are a lot of different names.
Okay, Jing, are you hungry?
不好意思啊，友達，我不懂日语。
Sorry, friends. I don't really know Japanese.
Wait here, I'll get you something.
哎，喂，你去哪儿啊？
Where are you going? Friends ran back towards their room. She hadn't wished me a good night, I thought.
Here you go, a seaweed bento.
She offered me a white plastic bag. I remembered it, of course.
这是盒饭，
Is
要
this
给我吗？
a bento? You giving it to me?
Can I eat then?
Weird again. Leave me with a bento in a plastic bag.
这是给我吃的吧？
I can eat this, right? I didn't know that language. It seemed like she'd given it to me.
虽然凉了，还是很好吃啊。
It was cold, but still good. I went back to my room, ripped down the bento, and I hadn't eaten anything since noon and quickly finished it off.
呼，可算舒坦了。
Whew, feel a lot better now. I had to thank friends the next day. Apparently she was going to be living there anyway. Maybe my luck was beginning to change. I found a job the day I came to Japan. I thought I was going to get along with the younger girls. Maybe would eventually get along with her sister as well. I fell onto my futon. I was no longer hungry. Now the drowsiness sets in.
等一下，他们冷不冷啊？
Wait a second. Are you cold? She looked very cold the last time I checked. I hadn't seen her carrying anything like a futon into the building either. We didn't have power, so I didn't see how she could manage to keep warm.
拿过去吧。
I should take 2 over to them. I had to overcome my reluctance to visit girls' room at night. I grabbed 2 blankets to let my room. I was in front of their room. It was obviously dark inside. I decided against knocking. They were probably sleeping already. I didn't want to wake them up. I also didn't like dealing with the older sister. If possible, I wanted to put the blanket on her and leave it undetected.
"我进去了。
Alright then. I whispered. I was very nervous. I felt like an intruder. I found her the same way she had been before. She was wrapped up in her tiny blanket, legs drawn up against her chest.
Cold.
啊，只盖这么一点儿，
She
看着就
was
冷。
so cold. I put the blanket I was carrying on her.
It smells.
I couldn't understand what she was saying. It's gonna be a little warm at least. I look at her sister, friends. She was already wrapped in that thick blanket. Apparently, they all bought a single. I put another on top.
这样肯定就不会冷了。
Well, she won't be cold now. I whispered, trying to leave the room.
Hey,
What's wrong, Jiang?
哎，嘘嘘，不用起来，不用起来。
Just sleep, okay? Shh. I put a finger on my lips to make sure she stayed quiet. I didn't want to wake either of them up. I didn't want the older one to know what I was doing. It somehow embarrassed me.
I shouldn't tell?
所以说，嘘，要安静。
Shh. Just be quiet.
Okay, I won't tell. Shh.
She made a ziplock motion across her lips. She understood, it seemed. The gesture seemed to imply secrecy to me, at least.
虽然不懂，总之什么都别说。
Okay, that's fine.
嘘，
Thanks. Shh. I made the same ziplock gesture. I left the room.
累了。
I'm so tired. I was never gonna get used to it. Sneaking into a girl's room at night just felt really bad. At least she wasn't going to be as cold now.
Whoa, it's morning. I slept well.
Good morning, sis.
Yeah, good morning. I stretched out as I sat up. The sky outside was cloudless. Where did this blanket come from? I noticed the blanket I was wrapped in. Emmy also had a second blanket.
Oh, well.
Did you find these, Emmy?
Yeah.
Where did you... Oh. I knew where they'd come from. She must have found them inside his room. I'd seen all the blankets inside there when I investigated the building. But when we divided up the rooms, I hadn't wanted to ask him for any of them. I didn't think I could have gotten through to a miser like that. Emmy must have gone to his room not knowing the circumstances, and just taken them from there. Unexpected blessings.
What is?
The blankets were a little moldy, but warm. There had been far more than we needed. He wasn't going to miss one or two of them. Let's eat breakfast now.
Okay, I'm really hungry.
We have some bread and the bento from yesterday is apparently gone. I couldn't find the bento from the day before. I knew we hadn't eaten one of them. Did you already eat it, Emmy? It's fine, honestly. You have to eat properly.
I gave the bento to the cat.
You found the cat? I hadn't even seen it yet, but Emmy had already given it food. It must have liked her quite a bit. What's it like? Is it friendly?
It ran away almost immediately. It's black.
I see. I haven't seen it yet.
You'll be able to see it eventually.
I look forward to that. All I'd heard of it was meowing. Sakura had told me to check up on it, but I wanted to see it for myself too. A few days later, it was January. The first mornings of 1988 were marked by clear skies. Apparently, that's the guy part, my bad.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. Apparently Japan wasn't using the old calendar anymore. Instead, the Western one, where a new year had already begun. New Year's Eve had been quiet, without firecrackers or drunks arguing loudly. Something had been lacking, I felt.
Good morning. Good morning. The weather is nice.
早。
Oh, good morning. I greeted two on the platform. As always, compared with their energetic younger sister, who was cold. We were on reasonable terms at this point.
By the way, sis, it's not Michael.
What are you talking about?
His name, it's not Michael, it's Jiang.
Oh, I see. I just made that up based on Michael Jackson, but yeah.
What did you say?
Nothing. Hey, Emmy, how did you find out his name?
We're friends.
Friends? I doubt it.
We really are, right, Jiang?
You said my name. What was I supposed to say now?
那托木大七，我出去一会儿啊。
I'm gonna go out for a bit, friends. Oh,
Well, I guess he.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I guess he did say friends just now.
See, I told you.
I didn't know you two got to know each other.
She gave me a puzzled look. Where the problem was, I went outside. There's a lot I wanted to buy, and it's going to take a while. I marked myself about passing 3 hours in advance to make sure she knew. Hopefully they could use this to plan their day better.
Oh, I have a good idea.
What is it, Emmy?
I can wait here. You two can go together.
Together?
Yeah, you and Jing.
Franz was pointing at me and the girl. She wanted us to do something together, but I had no idea what.
You should go together for once.
Well, there's nothing I need, so.
She glanced at me. She didn't seem upset, just a bit confused.
Emmy, if we're going to start studying today.
Hey, sis, don't pull me along.
They went back to their room together. I watched the situation impassively. I had no idea what was going on.
不知道怎么回事，还是快去买东西吧。
Anyway, I'll just go out and buy my stuff now. The area in front of Harajuku Station is crowded as always. People seem to be wearing different clothes, possibly due to New Year.
好多人穿和服啊。
I've seen a lot of kimonos. Friend's little sister was always wearing one, so I've gotten used to seeing them. Apparently Japanese do not wear kimonos all that often. So the number of people wearing them that day stood out to me. I suspect it was related to Japanese New Year. I lost in thought as I walked across the station, an area in front of the station. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Jiang, good. You're the person I need right now.
Oh,
哦，
Jiang.
江先生，
I doubt you have anything to do. Come with me.
没事儿是没事儿，但我不去。
I don't, but I still refuse. I don't want to be dragged into another weird bar. Besides, I want to go back to work. The longer I spend outside, the less money I make. Going with them to that stupid venue is a waste of both time and money.
You'll be earning cash.
工作，有问题的工作我可不干啊。
Really? I don't want to get in trouble.
I'll be fine. Come with me.
Again and walk away, not waiting for an answer. His pushy attitude annoyed me. I decided to follow him anyway. I didn't want to be dragged into anything bad. He was sort of my boss.
Here, that's the place.
We arrived at a high-rise apartment building. It wasn't particularly old. Oddly enough, it seemed to be uninhibited.
然后呢，要做什么？力气活我可干不了啊。
So, what are we doing here? I'm not hauling stuff around.
Stand next to me.
到底要干嘛啊？
That's it.
It's your job.
Without further explanation, Jiang went inside. Standing in the entrance, he lit a cigarette.
Jiang, you smoke?
我不抽烟。我说，这到底是什么工作？
I don't smoke. So, what are we really doing here?
You ever seen The Godfather?
没看过。 是一个外国电影吧？
Some kind of foreign movie, right?
Guess they didn't show it in China.
He handed me a can of coffee.
这是
What am I doing with this?
I'll drink it later. Hold on to it for me.
啊？
What?
Hold it behind your back.
江先生，这究竟是要干什么呀？
Jiang, what the hell's going on?
Make it look like you're hiding something.
藏东西？
Like I'm hiding something?
Yeah, like a gun or something.
Expensive black car stopped in front of the building soon after. A very well-built man got out of it.
喂，那些人不会是黑社会吧？
Hey, aren't those people Yakuza?
They're ridiculous. They're a very respectable real estate company.
不是，这些人身上纹着纹身，还拿着刀啊！
They have tattoos and swords and stuff.
Just shut up and stand there.
As we talked, more Yakuza left the car and began to stroll over to us. I did what Jiang wanted and stood there quietly. My arms were locked nervously behind my back. Eventually, they stopped in front of us. They were perhaps 3 meters away. We were facing each other directly. Pretty sure this is our property. Oh, shit. Jiang spoke up first. Didn't seem to be afraid of
Pretty
it.
sure this is our property.
It's now that I realized that this was some kind of dispute over the property.
Don't we all want to avoid standing out?
啰嗦，别他妈像个日本鬼子一样！
Shut up! Don't speak Japanese!
关你腿
老
呢！
头啊，
You want this instead?
关你鸟事！你这老东西，快给老子滚！
It doesn't matter, just get lost, old man.
Chinese?
你先闭上你的嘴。
You shut up!
啊，是，非常抱歉，胡哥。
Of course, you.
It's like a boss?
One of the younger gangsters was chastising the older one. We fell silent. No, they weren't Yakuza. They were Chinese, perhaps belonging to the Triads. The Triads and the Yakuza were competitors, but they did cooperate sometimes for mutual gain.
我说江先生，能把这间公寓让出来吗？
Hey Jiang, let's get out this building, alright?
我们想赶紧把这事情给办了。
I'm gonna tear it
Okay,
down and do
Jiang,
something
Kong
else with it.
That's not really possible. There are people living here.
哪有什么居民嘛？不就是你一直霸占在这里吗？
Not really, you put them there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
哼，诈傻扮懵。你开个价钱吧。
Playing dumb, huh? So what's your condition?
2 stacks per apartment. Holding down 4 of them.
哇，你真是狮子大开口啊！
That's a lot.
Well, moving has gotten expensive lately.
Jiang grinned at them. 2 stacks probably referred to some amount of money. I thought it was 200k yen. Maybe it represented 2 million yen. Maybe 20,000 yuan, or something like else.
江先生，日本的黑社會啊、Yakuza 啊，我都認識不少的。
Hey Jiang, you know I got friends in Yakuza?
Are you threatening me?
明人就不說暗話，想要把你的屍體丟進東京灣，都幾費功夫嘅。
Yeah, because carrying your corpse all the way to the ocean would be a lot of work.
Because an oil barrel full of concrete is really heavy?
啊，再沉到海裡。
Yeah, It has to sink to the bottom after all. Neither of them so much as bad or not at this. They weren't angry either. They were composed. It was hard to tell how serious the threats were. If 1 or 2 Chinese people disappeared in Japan, nobody was going to care.
Anywho, you're selling medicine in this area, right?
那有怎么啫？
Yeah?
I don't think the Yakuza would like that very much if they found out. You know, I also have friends in the Yakuza.
那你就是在威胁我们喽？
Are you threatening us?
Sure. Seeing your hand must be tired.
I was surprised to be addressed.
Guy here only just arrived in Japan. I don't know what to do with him. He's so rash.
喂，做咩啊？想动手啊？
Run of a go? The gangster pulled out a gun. He wasn't talking to Jiang, he was talking to me. Pointing a gun at me. I still have my hands behind my back. Most likely he thought I was hiding a gun. There turned out to be some kind of occurrence. We continued to stare at each other. What was he going to do? We found out. Probably wasn't going to end well. The hands around the hand grew sweaty. Was really nervous and he knew it.
靓仔，你叫什么名字？
What's your name?
景萧然，
Jing. Jing Sharon. I barely managed to say this with a dry mouth. Took everything I had to make myself sound calm.
喂，我说江先生，这个姓景的靓仔是傻子吗？
Jiang. This guy an idiot?
Yeah, too dumb for his own good. Better be careful.
这样子呀，
Well, an
原来是
idiot.
个傻佬啊！
胡哥，哪用怕这种家伙呀？
There's nothing to be afraid of, Hill.
哦，正是因为是傻子才要注意。
Dealing with idiots is hard, though.
没事儿，胡哥，这种小毛孩，哪怕就是稍微踹2脚，马上就会哭爹喊娘
Shoot
啊
a！guy like that in the head leg, you run away crying.
啊，你讲的又几有道理嘛？嘿，
People like him do that, don't they?
为什么打我呀？
A gunshot rang out when a gangster went down the ground. It took me a moment to realize what had happened. I could smell the burnt powder and saw the blood in the asphalt. The older tribesman shot one of the younger ones. Fuck!
我不是早就叫你闭上嘴了吗？
I told you to shut up.
He's not going to die.
The younger gangster grimaced as he clutched his leg. Jiang and the man continued unperturbed. These were the triumphs, after all. And Jiang, he didn't seem to care in the slightest.
靓仔，你姓景啊？
Jing, right?
是的，
Yeah.
我是不会跟傻鸡硬碰硬的，毕竟划不来。
I don't deal with idiots. It's not worth my time.
不过呢，面对1个亿这么多的钱，
For
我
staring
也
down
是
that
会
much
变
yen,
成傻鸡的。
I'm a bit of an idiot too.
It's a bit of a cliche threat, don't you think?
这可不是威胁，我讲真的。
It's not a threat. It's how it is.
Alright. I'll consider lowering my price. Don't forget who. Alright. Lives aren't worth much in this country.
可不细嘛。
Know that very well, Jiang. The cars drove off, and Jiang watched them until they were completely out of sight. I thought I was sighing when the triumphs were gone. I've been shaking a little without realizing it.
Jiang, give me the coffee.
Oh,
Sure. I pulled my arms back around and handed him a sweaty can.
Good work.
喂，刚才你打算怎么办啊？
Hey, what the hell was that?
Which part?
要是那些黑社会来硬的，
If that guy had come at me,
He wouldn't have.
he said. I wasn't even finished speaking.
为什么这么肯定啊？
He could be sure.
Because he thought you had a gun.
你是装的呀！
I didn't. I was just pretending to.
That was enough. You gave him an excuse not to push too hard.
He was dangerous. I was sure of it. He was involved in land speculation and sex trade. He must have been taking kickbacks from the girls too. I was taking his money. I was ashamed of it. But he was also shrewd.
我们住的那个老站房，不会也有黑社会去吧？
Hey, are Trias or the Yakuza also going to show up at our station?
No. Companies involved in that are all very respectable. Well, even that, a lot of dough. Kind of boring.
I began to walk away towards the station. Apparently my part was done. I went back to the main station with him. It was only a few minutes away. But the atmosphere was completely different.
Well, I'm sorry you had to be there. It wasn't a rush.
都完事了你才说，
A bit late for that.
Take this. It's your pay.
He handed me 3,000 yen. 3 single bills of 1,000 yen each.
Now pay me back.
I'm done with stand next to him. I've only been about 5 minutes of work. But given the danger involved, it seemed low. Might well have been killed there, I thought.
Unhappy with 3,000 yen?
是有那么点不满。
Yeah.
I told you. I only do things that pay.
可是只有3000日元，实在没有什么说服力。
Doesn't seem like it.
Don't forget, Jing Xiaoran. The pay depends on the risks involved.
With that, Jiang walked away. I looked at him and stuffed the money into my pocket.
也就是说，刚才的风险
So the
只
goods
值
there
3000
were only
日元。
worth only 3,000 yen. I wasn't sure what to make of this sudden windfall. I continued to think about it on the way back.
外表看起来光鲜亮丽的元素，其实比想象中复杂的多。
I guess even a fancy city like this has an underbelly. I sensed it in a nightclub too. For every bright neon light, there was a shadow cast.
I was muted, sorry.
It's cool.
All right, Emmy. Do you remember the 6th row?
I'm not good with multiplication.
Well, I had trouble with that too, and I managed.
6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4, 24.
I was teaching Emmy once again after a long time of not having done so. It was our first time since I'd gone to Tokyo. We were trying to memorize the multiplication table. Something she would had to have memorized in 2nd grade.
Don't you think it's taking Jiang a long time?
Yeah, he should be back soon. The way he had marked the timesheet, it seemed like he wanted to be back by noon. But it was evening already. I would have liked to go out and buy groceries too. The stores were going to close soon. Maybe I should check up on him? I don't think that's necessary.
Or maybe I should stay here and you should go out?
I don't know. Both of us had been hired to do this job. Besides, Emmy was still a child.
Should I go and buy what we need?
Oh, right. That was a possibility. Emmy was still very young, but buying bentos was not too much to ask.
Okay, I'll come right back.
Be careful. I went back to the room alone. He was still outside, and Emmy was also going to be gone for a while. I had nothing to do and simply spaced out. When I thought about how I was still working, it seemed very surreal. This is probably some kind of land speculation thing. I'd heard about it on TV. As long as people lived somewhere, the property couldn't be sold or bought. But unlike what I'd seen on TV, nobody was coming to the old station. Sakura had also told us to just relax. Not having anything to do meant that time passed very slowly. Having this time to myself still felt nice, though. Emmy is taking a while. I fell asleep before I even realized I was sleepy.
だったら、うちの子はどうして死んだのよ。
So why did my son die?
ねえ、教えてくれる？
Tell me.
うちの子は
Was my son
悪いことを
involved
し
in
ていた
something
の？
shady?
I couldn't answer her. Shady? Well, perhaps he had been.
それは
Was it
死
fair
ぬ
that
ほ
it
ど悪い
killed
ことだっ
him?
たの？
Probably not. If I hadn't been so clueless, perhaps he'd still be alive.
ずるいじゃないの。
Don't you think it's
あなたに
unfair?
も責任あったん
You
でし
share
ょ？
the blame.
どうしてあなたは無事なの
Why
よ？
aren't you dead too?
あなただって
You should have been
罰を受
punished
けるべきで
too.
しょ。
Well, I did get injured. Eventually, I wouldn't need the crutches anymore. But I was never going to be the same again. What did you expect me to do?
許せないのよ。
Forget this.
いつかあなたは
You'll forget
こ
this
のことも忘
eventually.
れてしまう。そして
You'll be happy and
何食わ
everything
ぬ
will
顔
be
で
nice for you.
幸せになっていく。
But there's nothing I can do. I was dreaming. I'd fallen asleep. Emmy still isn't back. I was beginning to worry and left the room. Buying a couple of bentos from the store? Shouldn't have taken so long.
I'm home.
我回来了。
Home sweet home.
Oh, welcome back. Emmy was finally back. He was with her. They'd probably run into each other outside.
What's wrong, sis? Are you crying?
I realized she was right. No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
回来晚了，我记一下。
I'll mark myself then. It all took a while.
He checked the time and marked himself on the timesheet as always. Then he took the things he'd bought to his room.
Are you studying more, sis?
Not today. It's going to get dark soon.
That's not a problem.
Candles lit the waiting room. Ordinarily, we would have been curled up in our blankets by now. It's so bright. Where did you get these candles?
Jiang gave them to me.
Really? He gave you the candles?
Earlier, in front of the station, he also bought me ice cream.
Uh-huh. I couldn't really imagine that stingy man buying anyone ice cream. I really struggled to understand why Emmy and he were on such good terms.
Jiang is nice, isn't he?
I don't know, maybe he just got lucky.
You should be nice to him too.
It was an innocent suggestion, and I didn't know what to say. I could agree or disagree, and in the end I did neither. Satou had always been so nice. And somehow the two men merged into my head. I finished eating and looked into the darkness outside. It was about time to put out the candles. And to sleep. Oh, the cat is back.
Let's hurry, sis.
Where's the cat?
I can't see it.
I don't know what's wrong. Oh,
I don't know what's wrong. It came to me last time.
well, cats are usually scared. Maybe it runs away if there's too many people around. As we talked,
Oh.
he appeared on the rails in the darkness. He'd probably come out looking for the cat, too. Good evening, Jing. You're out here, too.
怎么样？今天那只猫在吗？
Did you see the cat?
The cat? Meow meow?
嗯，
He gave her a puzzled look. Apparently cats did not say meow in Chinese. By the way, thank you for the candles. You have to say thank you too, sis. Oh. Did it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Now it's not so dark at night, Jing.
虽然不知道你在说什么，你高兴就好。
I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm glad you're happy.
I'll study hard.
they couldn't communicate, but they were smiling. Looking at them made it feel forced and painful. A few candles were nothing to be excited about. Our family had to endure so much for her, and she knew nothing of it. We'll have power in a few days anyway. My tone was more dismissive than I intended. He could have given us the candles sooner.
Don't say that, sis. That's not fair.
It doesn't matter. He can't understand anyway. Let's go back.
Wait, sis.
I rushed back to our room. Without saying a word, I spread out the blankets. I knew that I was irritated. Go to sleep.
Okay.
I blew on the candles to put them out and drenched the room in darkness. I pulled the blanket up to my head and pulled my legs up against myself. I was unhappy with myself for being so dismissive. Emmy had never taken easily to people outside the family. With him, though, she'd quickly warmed up. He'd given her candles and ice cream. I didn't think I was so jealous. I was probably just irritated. Irritated and lonely.
Alright. Went back to my room and lay down. I've been able to find a cat again. Only little girl has seen a cat so far. Apparently she's seen a cat a few times already too.
刚才那个女孩好像有点心事。
But she didn't quite seem herself just now. This time, I was talking about the older one. Introverted one that was doing this job together with. I've been angry and upset before. Earlier, it seemed more lonely than anything.
看起来最多就是个高中生啊。到底发生了什么呢？
She ought to be in high school. And what's going on there? The youngest sister wasn't going to school either. She's definitely too young to be out of mandatory education. I opened a study book. Not one from the university, but one about Japanese culture. I want to learn this a little bit. I didn't have a plan for which university I'll apply for yet anyway. I could choose a Japanese one. Either way, it couldn't hurt to learn a little bit of Japanese. Then I heard it again. Hmm?
又来了吗？
It's here again? This time, I immediately leapt out of my room. When I got outside, the snow was beginning to fall. A frozen breath drifted through the air. Was the cat still there? It sounded like it was close by, so I tried to move slowly. I decided that perhaps the reason I'd never seen it so far was that my eagerness to find it had scared it off. I tried to breathe quietly and looked around. Yes. 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 Wait here. Must be hungry, kitty. The cat was there. The younger of the two sisters was with it next to the tracks. It was too dark to see it though. Supposedly it was a black cat. It was quite dark. I slowly stepped down from the platform.
Wait, kitty!
And she's gone again. Friends was there. I couldn't see the cat.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Jiang!
唉，他又跑了。
The cat ran away again, huh?
You mean the cat? Meow meow.
Meow meow. She said that earlier as well, when she was talking about the cat. I gestured towards the girl and where I thought the cat had been.
酿酿看到偷木他妻不会逃走？
Meow meow doesn't run away from friends.
Yeah, I'm friends with the cat.
She nodded. We were in agreement. It was odd that the cat didn't run away from the girl. Usually cats didn't like the excitability of children. As I thought about this.
Hey, Jiang.
怎么了？
Can I talk to you about something?
She was less bubbly than usual as she gestured towards the bench. I understood what she wanted me to do. We both sat down on the bench on the platform. The snow was beginning to gather around us.
Thank you for the candles. And I'm sorry about my sister. She's not good at dealing with people.
I had no idea what she was saying. Maybe she was talking about his sister. Maybe she was talking about the cat. I just saw her sadness. I decided trying to ask a question.
你不去上学吗？学校
Don't you have to go to school? School?
School?
对对对，学校
Yes. School. I was using the Japanese word for school, gakko, and pointing at her. I've been wondering for a while.
I don't have to go to school.
She nodded. Apparently there was no problem with it. It seemed odd to me. Perhaps there was some rule that allowed it.
Apparently, if I'm a good girl, I'll be able to go one day.
嗯，
Oh, you don't know what good girl means?
良い子
Good girl?
Yep, I have to do what mom and dad tell me and not be picky. It's really hard with carrots. I don't like them.
She continued to give me a bashful smile. I was completely lost by now. But
But it's not the truth. Mom and dad and my sister, they're working really hard for me. They don't want me to know, but I know. There's nothing I can do about it. So I just try to smile at them.
she smiled at me. She looked the ground up at me again and grinned uncomfortably. I looked up at the January sky. The snow began to fall more thickly from the dark expanse above. She sat next to me with her frail little body. Looking at me, the snow started to cover her head. I had no idea what she was trying to tell me, but her smile looked different from how it normally was. It appeared just as bright and upbeat, but also sad at the same time. So
话说啊，你之前还叫我 Michael 呢。
Right. You called me Michael before, right?
Oh, what?
Michael，Michael。
Michael. Michael. I grinned and got up. I took a few steps from her. I jumped up and down a few times to build momentum and went in head first.
What?
这个知道吗？这个叫霹雳舞。
Seen this before? It's called breakdancing.
What's going on, Jiang?
不是景，是 Michael。
I'm not Jing. I'm Michael. I wasn't all that good, frankly. I've shown this to my friends in the past to a lukewarm reception. I wasn't anywhere near what Michael Jackson could do. My Murok impressed enough edging forward. And still, I did the absolute best I could.
怎么样？不错吧？
How is that? Pretty cool, right?
What is that? That's so funny.
但好戏还在后面呢。
There's still more.
Oh, wow.
Snow continued to fall. She was laughing, her right breath scattering in front of her face. Odd is that the suggestion earlier was wiped away and replaced with glee from a breakdance impression. Michael just had to brace the cold. Perhaps Michael should have worn thicker clothes for this. I didn't understand the language of this country. She didn't understand the language of mine. This was the best Michael could do, to communicate awkwardly with a little girl. I was trying to comfort her? Was I trying to comfort her? I wasn't sure myself. About 2 weeks had passed. It was mid-January. Nothing of note happened in the meantime, other than how it got even colder. We slowly began to get used to life together. Electricity, one of the biggest gripes, eventually came back online. We installed a curtain in front of the cramped bathroom to have a dressing area. We alternated using the washing machine, and we determined that the right side of the small fridge was mine, while the left side was theirs. We began to know how long the other would need outside too.
Good morning, Jiang.
Good morning.
啊，早。
Oh, good morning. We greeted each other in the morning. The younger sister was always bubbly, the older a little hesitant. Still, we now spend a month together. We understood each other a little better.
Can I use the washing machine today?
好的，我出去买一下东西啊。
Okay, I'll be outside to buy groceries.
Can you buy us a bento on the way back?
I looked and it sounded like a conversation. We didn't actually comprehend each other. We only understood intent with what the other was saying. She gestured at the washing machine. I pointed at my watch. We imitated an eating gesture. They all simple things, but it was enough for us to understand the gist of it. Other things changed too.
头发不对 ，Amy，
Friends, Emmy.
Yes.
脸上沾了饭粒。
You have rice in your cheek.
Oh, I got rice here.
All they was pointing at her cheek. It could barely be called a gesture, but it was enough. Exchanging simple information was becoming easy for us. Once I knew her real name now. Apparently friends meant friends in Japanese. Once I learned the name of the older one. Her name was Kanna. Emmy told me her name. I hesitated to call Kanna by her name. She wasn't that much younger than I was. Like Emmy, our relationship was a little more frigid.
Good morning. It's very cold.
Oh, this is my character?
Kanna, yes.
Oh, I thought it was his. My bad. Oh, Sakura.
Sakura had come to see us. She was only a few years older than me, but she was kind of our boss.
Is something wrong? Oh, okay. I'm just here to check who worked and for how long. You're getting paid soon.
He made something for that, so...
Oh, like a kind of timesheet. I see. It's very detailed. You're marking yourself absent when you're outside. Okay.
She looked at the time she had made and jotted something down in a notebook. It was probably time to calculate her wage.
Hey, sis.
Yes, Emmy?
I don't get paid?
You can't... Well, hold on. Our work is just being here, so I guess Oh wait, maybe that's the boss. I'm sorry.
I guess. Our work is just being here, so I guess you could get a little.
Drew's mumbling about something.
Hey,
Hey.
how about this? Or
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. She pointed at me herself and her sister in turn. They made a counting motion. Apparently she wanted the job we've been splitting in two. Split 3 for her sister.
这怎么行呢？
No way. I shook my head.
Yeah, I
expected that.
did you really?
mention sister?
I don't know. I don't know which one's which.
Did you really see the cat, by the way?
Thank you, other voice.
Oh yeah, well, Emmy did.
I see. What kind of cat was it, Emmy?
Black, and it runs away a lot.
Black, huh?
Do you know that cat?
Oh, don't worry about it. There are a lot of black cats around here.
Apparently she didn't want to talk about it.
Anyway, Jiang,
Yeah?
叫我吗？
the old man wants to speak to you.
She handed me a piece of paper. Sakura could write simple Chinese.
大叔，
Old man? It said the boss wanted to speak to me.
The boss. Boss.
哦，我明白了。
Oh,
Jiang
okay.
先生。
Jiang.
Yes, Jiang. Let's go.
I followed Stalker away from the station building. I didn't want to deal with Jiang. It was calling for me and I couldn't refuse. Instead, it was going to drag me into something dangerous again. I intended to turn him down. I want to save up money, but getting arrested doing it would be idiotic. The city was full of people. Came around noon, the street was bustling.
然后呢？江先生在哪儿？
Where's Jiang?
He'll show up eventually. Oh, sorry. I guess you don't understand.
She wrote something into her notebook again and showed it to me. Wait, it's all instead. Things she wrote have to be really simple. Chinese and Japanese have very different pronunciations, but the meaning of many characters are the same.
He's late. Want to go for a drink?
She wrote, I, poor, want alcohol. With some generous interpretation, I was being asked out for a drink by a woman. A less generous interpretation had me paying for it.
我真的没钱，日本物价太贵了。
I don't have any money either. Japan's really expensive.
Okay, you have to write that down too. Here.
She handed me the pen and the notebook. Pointed at the paper. I wanted to write it down.
还没有发工资，所以现在没钱。
We hadn't been paid yet.
你经常喝酒吗？
Do you drink a lot of alcohol? I handed her back the notebook. I tried to keep it short because I knew she would understand otherwise.
If I like alcohol? Yes, I like karaoke, sitcoms, and alcohol.
She took the notebook back and wrote with large characters, "Love alcohol." I could make out the word karaoke too, but didn't understand sitcom. We wrote back and forth for a little while. Our boss wasn't showing up, and the conversation began to meander. Apparently Sakura was 21, 2 years older than me. To my surprise, she was attending university. Perhaps she only worked part-time at a real estate company. She was in her 3rd year. Apparently there were many like her in her year, working at a job that paid so well, running a career. monthly salary is more than an employee at a big company in China earned per year. Of course, that's not after coming to Japan. That was also very expensive here. In our case, we seem to have some wasteful habit. Consequently, not a lot of savings. Look at all the young girls walking past. It was school time had begun. There were a lot more uniforms in the street.
说起来，有件事我一直在想，
By the way, I've been wondering.
What is it?
那对姐妹不去上学的吗？
Don't those girls have to go to school? I mean, obviously have to go to school, but Kanna was still high school age too. I heard that almost everyone finished high school in Japan.
I don't know. Their parents didn't tell me that much. I just know that they need money.
Money? Aren't you wrote in the notebook was money and me?
They also couldn't stay at home. They went to Tokyo.
为什么？
Why?
I don't know. Wow, it's so late already. I have work to do. See ya.
啊，再见。
Bye.
Let's go drinking one of these days.
Sakura went back to work. I found it difficult to understand, though it was getting easier.
这么一想，
Then again,
我到现在
I don't understand those two
还
at
都
all.
不了解他
Really.
们。
I mean, the sisters, of course. Especially Kanna. Why she even come to Tokyo to earn money? Japan was a rich country. She even needed for it.
You must have been waiting. Oh, sorry.
Wait, no, I think I was wrong.
Jiang finally showed up.
今天又是什么事儿啊？违法的我可干不了啊。
What's it now? I'm not doing anything shady.
You really have no ambition. Are you an idiot?
嘿，你凭什么骂我呀？
Don't insult me every time we meet.
Telling it like it is.
He's in a bad mood. He made me a little uneasy.
You want to work here in Tokyo for a year, right?
怎么了？在这里1年可以赚家里10年的钱。
Yeah? Even just a job I have earns more than I get 10 years in China.
And 10 years worth of salary is enough?
啊？
What? I didn't get it. All I wanted was to get to university. As long as I had enough money to study abroad, that was enough for me. Dinner for you would be enough. Still earn some money in whatever country I go to.
The others are here to make enough for the rest of their lives.
不是你这么说也太夸张了。
That's not even possible.
If you only do the legal jobs, yeah.
好吧，果然又来这套。
I see. There we go again. This man trying to drag me to the underworld every single time we met. The money was probably really good and I did need it. Not that badly.
See? I don't like idiots because they're naive.
不管你怎么说吧，反正我不会去做。
I don't care what you say. I'm not doing it.
This one pays really well.
多管闲事儿，你还是去找更需要钱的人去做吧。
I don't care. Go talk to someone who needs the money more badly than... Fell silent as he tried to finish the sentence. Hadn't Sakura told me about someone as minutes before?
江先生，那女孩好像很需要钱。
Hey, Jiang, he needs more money apparently.
She? The girl you work with?
是啊，虽然她是日本人，但好像是为了赚钱才来东京的。
Yeah, I know she's Japanese, but that's why she came to Tokyo.
I see. You want me to tell her about some job opportunities?
不会又是那种低俗的工作吧？
questionable job opportunities?
Of course. No faster way to earn money for a girl. You should talk her into it, actually.
What?
Why?
Because if you get her to quit this job, you'll make more money.
That was true. Working together was slashing my wage in half. If she went on to greener pastures, I earned double what I did until then.
Or maybe you could quit.
这个
Well,
I mean, you're both idiots. Have fun being idiots together, I guess.
that, Jiang left. I couldn't say anything when I watched him leave. The sun had gone down completely. I was eating my bento and relaxing in my own room. I wasn't really doing anything, except staring at the desk.
马上就要到第一个发现日了。
My first payday soon. The savings were remarkably close to zero. I didn't expect my first paycheck to result in a lot of money. I still need to buy things I need from a daily life. Eating bento from the store at a supermarket every day was inefficient. I wanted to start studying too. Considering the money I need, I probably wouldn't be able to enroll next year.
倒也不用那么着急。
There's no rush. If the girl didn't quit, then I still had a lot of time to study. I stared at my passbook. Oh. Looked up and saw her look into my room.
喂，你看什么啊？
Hey, what are you looking at?
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
Said something, went back to her own room. Closed the door I left open and put the passbook back at my desk. Probably just been walking through the hallway and looked inside by accident, I thought. I just didn't like when others saw my passbook.
得注意一下，在走廊能把这看得一清二楚。
I gotta be more careful about leaving the door open. I whispered as I left my room. I put the fridge into the hallway so both of us have easy access to it. With the bottle of tea in hand, I turned back towards my room. I stopped and looked at hers. Without meaning to, I looked inside through the glass windows.
Okay, Emmy, today we study Japanese.
Okay.
Did you practice the kanji I gave you for homework?
Only 3 times.
You have to write each one 10 times.
They were doing some kind of studying. I looked at the older one was teaching her sister. Emmy wasn't going to school if I remembered right. They're paying like compulsory education. Perhaps by doing this instead.
This is hard.
I'll write them together with you, okay?
I want to drink hot chocolate.
That's fine, but you have to keep practicing. Wow, I didn't see you there.
She suddenly left her room. We looked at each other for a moment.
Good evening.
She nodded politely, her earlier meeting hung awkwardly in the air. Apparently she didn't realize I'd been watching her.
你一直都在这么教他学习吗？
Do you always teach her?
What?
听说你很需要钱，就是为了这个吗？
Is this what you need the money for?
如果你很需要钱的话，
If you need money,
Sorry, I can't understand you.
she shook her head. She didn't get what I was saying, as usual.
Well then,
I went back to her room. So I took the tea I'd taken from the fridge back with me. I queued over to my futon. I thought back on what I've been about to say to her. Did you need money?
后面我打算说什么呀？
What would I have said to her next? We should quit here? That's the faster way to earn it? Or that I'll quit? That way you earn more money. I wasn't sure what I've been about to say. About 2 months passed. The winter had been long, but it was finally starting to get warmer. I stopped wearing my button-down clothes, and the cherry blossoms by the roadside were beginning to bloom in pink. Spring had arrived. Nothing particular had happened, we just kept on working as usual. If I was pressed to mention anything that changed, it would be that now we had a reservation scheme for the bathroom. We also bought an electric rice cooker together. I was starting to understand a little bit of Japanese. His gestures were more complex. Understanding each other was easier now.
Hello, Jiang.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Each morning, we greet each other on the platform. I was on the way to the bathroom, thought it was the most likely location for us to meet.
The weather is nice today. Very warm.
Emmy grinned. She was as upbeat as always. By the way, I kinda understood what she was saying. I've been looking at the sky. The way she was talking about the weather.
You bought me cake and ice cream today.
Well, I had no idea what that meant. What I could understand is that she was happier than usual. We getting paid that day. The mayor's sister was going to buy her something.
Oh, good morning.
Her sister arrived soon after. I still wasn't using her name, Kanna, unlike with Emmy. There's still a distance between us.
Today is payday. Who's going out first?
We were staring at the timesheet. She was pointing at herself and me in turn. Obviously wanted to decide who would go out first.
我先出门可以吗？
Can I go first?
Okay, I'll go after you.
I showed her my index finger to symbolize the number 1. She showed me 2 fingers in response. I was going first. She was going second. I wanted to stay as much as possible, so the limited amount of time was outside, and not reduce my pay. There was something I wanted to buy for a while.
You'll buy me cake today, right?
Yep, just shortcake though.
Alright. Thanks, sis.
Emmy was really happy for some reason. I still didn't know why. They seemed to be saving most of their money too. Payday was still something to look forward to.
Good morning, Sakurai. Isn't the weather nice?
Oh, Sakura, good morning.
Let me pay you before I forget.
She handed us a small envelope. It was a wage for the month.
Sure to check if I made a mistake, okay?
It looks correct, thank you.
Jiang, check your envelope too.
I nodded and checked the contents. There were 15x 10,000 yen bills there. 150,000 yen. You know, I just went it with her. It was a fair amount of money. In China, there had been no way I've ever earned this much money.
Let's go shopping, sis.
No, he's going out first.
Aw, I want to eat ice cream.
Is something going on, Amy?
Today is her birthday.
Yeah, I'm 8 now.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Sakura then filled me in, using pen and paper. Apparently it was Emmy's birthday. They wanted to go out and buy a lot of stuff.
Come on, come on!
Hey, you'll be getting cake too. Just wait a little bit.
Could take
Sakura?
Is it not coming through? I'm talking.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I think it cut off.
Okay. Maybe Jiang could take you with him?
But
Alright, I'm heading out with Jiang.
怎么了？怎么了？
What's going on? They all seem to be talking about me. Is this delayed to be going out?
Why not, Sakurai? Probably want some time for yourself.
but
Don't worry, he's actually very responsible.
alright. Thanks.
She bowed a little.
Even buy me booze.
Handed me a 1,000 yen bill.
Alright, I want ice cream!
Have fun, Jiang.
He gave me a piece of paper that someone said, "Give ice cream." Apparently Emmy was coming with me on my shopping trip. There in front of Harajuku Station was full of people. Hadn't been seen that many students around the station at this time, but there seemed to be a lot more lately. The new school year is going to begin in April. Right now, that's spring holidays.
What are you going to buy?
不太明白你在说什么。
I don't know what you're saying. I have a lot of things I have to buy. So many things that prove troublesome in my daily life. I was planning on sorting it all out that day.
总之，不能忘了买冰激凌。
Make sure I don't forget about your ice cream. There's no confiscation area. She probably promised ice cream for her birthday some time ago.
那稍微有点远，我们慢慢走吧。
I'll walk slowly and notice a fair distance from here. Let's side by side and talk. Let's go into a general store that we've gone to before. It's in a part of town called Yoyogi, about 20 minutes away. Harajuku still didn't have a store that still what I need. Eventually, we arrived at a general store. It's so daily necessities, kitchenware, groceries. Considering how small it was, the selection was quite broad.
Ah, there are stores like this too.
Emily wandered around the store inspecting the wares. I got the cookware seen before.
有点贵啊。不
It's
过也没有
a
其
bit
他的
expensive,
了。
but there's nothing else.
Oh, you want a frying pan?
There's still a lot to buy. I've been planning on doing this for a while. Eating bento is just not economical. It was cheaper than a restaurant, but each bento still ended up being around 400 yen. With a tiny gas stove and a rice cooker, I could cook for myself. Groceries weren't cheap by any means, but it's far cheaper than bentos.
Oh, I guess you want to start cooking.
虽然拿回去有点重，但这样就可以自己做饭了。
It's gonna be tough carrying all of it back. I bought a small gas stove, a wok, and another rice cooker. I also bought rice and some other groceries. It started becoming difficult to carry. Then I saw a stationery store offering a sale.
100日元3本，算便宜的吧？
400 yen is really cheap. I was looking at a stack of compact notebooks. I just had to buy them. They're pink and adorned with flowers. I found a little embarrassing. But I wanted to start studying soon. I decided to buy a stack, though I was already carrying a lot. Both hands full of items that made my way back home. I probably bought too much on this spur of the moment. I mean, just walking next to me. Usually eating the ice cream I bought for her.
It's really good.
I didn't understand her, but I knew she was in a good mood. I've been looking forward to it, in exchange for her sister too. It was only 100 yen worth of ice cream, yet she was so happy about it. And she wasn't allowed to have ice cream on normal days. It was reserved for special days like her birthday.
冰激凌好吃吗？
You like ice cream?
Do you want some ice cream as well, Jiang?
You have it out to me.
I'll let you have a single bite. Open your mouth.
What's going on? Was she thinking I wanted ice cream too?
不用了，不用了。
Oh, no, I don't want ice cream. I shook my head. An adult wasn't supposed to crave a child's ice cream.
Is it hard to carry all of that? I can help.
He tried to make a paper bag, take a paper bag away from me. That contained largely rice was quite heavy. Not being able to communicate was really quite inconvenient. Although I started to learn some Japanese, I was really just getting started and didn't really understand much.
哦，说起来，
Oh, that's right. I remember the notebooks that I bought earlier. They were quite small, very cheap, 100 yen for 3. I bought them for studying, but these were kind of nice. I didn't really want to be using pink paper and dormant flowers anyway. I gave her one of the notebooks instead.
这个给你，喜欢的话拿去。
A notebook?
我也稍微学了一点日语。
A little bit of Japanese. Pulled out a pen from my breast pocket. Began to write to the first page. It's very simple Japanese, but it's still Japanese. I used a character set called hiragana to write the word present. I wasn't sure how it was pronounced. I didn't know a few words.
You'll give me this notebook?
I was fairly sure she had understood. I couldn't understand her answer. I just gave her the pen instead. The meaning was, write it down.
You want me to write something too?
Similarly understanding, Emmy began to write something underneath my letters.
Like this?
I said, thanks, nothing else. An expression of gratitude. I nodded another one. This time was 5 letters.
祝你生日快乐 ，Amy。
Happy.
Oh, you mean happy birthday? Oh, thank you, Jiang. It's such a cute notebook. I'll take good care of it.
She understood me. Seemed very happy. I communicated using writing with Sakura, who I've been using in Chinese. This time, I was using Japanese. I was very happy that I was able to communicate with a child like Emmy using writing alone.
A birthday present.
Emily cradled the notebook I'd given her. She bobbed visibly as we walked. I was amazed that something so simple and cheap made her so happy. Well, you only get one birthday a year. I'm happy with my birthday too.
好，难得是你生日，晚饭我来做吧。
I'll make you something nice for dinner tonight. I said and wrote, I'll make dinner into the notebook. I was hoping the sketchy tense could be overlooked.
You can cook, Jiang?
不知道吧？我做饭可是专业的。
I'm actually a really good cook, you see. I ended up buying a lot of groceries. I've been planning on cooking some rice for myself. Now, I have to make something more elaborate. In the end, I was carrying so much that Emmy had to carry 2 paper bags as well. For shortcake. It was her birthday, and I knew how to cook after all.
Home sweet home.
我们回来啦。
I'm back, I said, marked myself present on the timesheet, and dropped off my groceries.
Welcome back. Whoa, what is all that stuff?
Hey, Jiang work tonight.
Really?
Yeah, look.
I make dinner. He wrote that?
Yep, and he gave me the notebook.
I wasn't sure what they were talking about. Probably just things that had happened earlier. Kanna gave me a puzzled look. Like Nora began to sift through the things I bought.
Didn't you want to go out too, sis?
Oh, right. I have to go and deposit my wage. I'll be right back.
See you.
We rushed out of the building. After that, went to our tiny kitchen.
好，那开始准备吧。
Alright, let's get started. Set up the gas stove. Honey was a loud gas line. I set the electric rice cooker down next to it. It was my first time using it. Apparently electric rice cookers put a norm into Japan. First I bought rice bowls, placed I put onto the small shelf. Grocery I put into the fridge.
这样就差不多了吧？
Does that look right?
That looks like a real kitchen.
好，那开始做饭啦。
I'll start cooking now. Swinging the rock around the tiny kitchen wasn't easy. I quit my job and followed through this year and cooked since then.
Wow, that's a gigantic frying pan.
Emmy watched me excitedly. Perhaps these Chinese woks were rarely used in Japan.
Huh, so this is how you cook.
I had no idea what she was talking about. She was so focused on me and like being curious. That made me slightly embarrassed.
我说，别一直看着我呀。
Don't stare so much.
That's so cool, Jiang. You look like a real cook.
这些谁都能做了。
Anyone can do this. Begin to toss the contents of the plant can around. These are pretty standard.
Whoa, oh wow.
She continued to watch me enthusiastically as I cooked. I never liked being a cook. I've hated my workspace. I didn't want to be there. I liked my colleagues. Been trying to cook as fast as possible, as well as possible. I didn't think about was going home.
Wow, Jiang.
Now I felt good. I was hoping the food would turn out well. The sky was beginning to darken, and night was falling. Ordinarily, we would be in our own rooms during this time, eating our bentos. But this time we were in the waiting room. Her room, that is. All three of us.
Well, this is really good. Try this, sis.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm really happy with the food. I've been improvising a little bit, but they like it so much. It also pleased me. I need more effort preparing. I could have made something even nicer. Well, perhaps another day. There weren't really many affordable restaurants in the area. Only fancy Western-style restaurants and cafes. Maybe a restaurant would take off from there, I thought.
I have to try the cake too. Yep, happy birthday, Emmy.
Thanks. Come on, you eat something too, sis.
Emmy shared some of her strawberry shortcake with her sister. She was 8 now, apparently.
Emmy，生日快乐！
Happy birthday, Emmy.
What did you say?
果然听不懂啊。
She doesn't understand. Who's this? Oh,
Use this.
she handed me the notebook. I knew what she wanted me to do. I didn't know the Japanese word for birthday. That'll make to do with the words I knew. 8. Congratulations. Oh wait, that's her.
Congratulations.
生日快乐！
Happy birthday!
Oh, right, thanks. Sis, say thanks too. He made such nice food for us.
That's true. Thanks.
I wasn't sure what was going on. But unlike Emmy, he seemed to be conflicted. She always been in a poor mood in my presence. I watched her as she ate my food. She seemed restrained. Perhaps she just wasn't used to having others doing things for her. I say we probably stop here for today.
All right.
I don't know how many chapters this has, to be honest. I thought it was just 10, but I guess not.
We made a lot of progress.
We did. Seems like each chapter is kind of short.
Mm-hmm. Seems like we're going through time pretty quickly. Like,
I agree. I did look up the amount of chapters because I was curious. Do you want to know, or do you want to keep that a secret?